Kia ora, I'm Erin J. Doyle. Welcome to my channel and day 22 of Nano. So I won Nano on the 7th of November, but my goal for my project was actually 70,000 words, and I haven't made a noticeable dent in the next 20,000 words I had hoped to write at all. I'm at, oh no, it's still, it's not open. I'm at like 51,000. So I wanted to write 70,000, so it was actually a completed first draft. Now I have written from Once Upon a Time to Happily Ever After, but obviously it's very underwritten, and reading through it, I can now see, I've really skimped on things like emotional reactions and description and basically everything. The 50k I've got is very dialogue and action and not a whole lot of anything else. So I think I could easily get to the story to 70,000 words, writing the extra 20,000, if I actually wrote it well. That being said, I do actually think this is quite well written. Like, it's perfectly readable, it's just not like book worthy at this point. So what I had sort of thought I would do is, having hit my 50k while I was not working, now I'm back to work, I thought I could write the last 20k over the following few weeks and start some kind of rewriting-y stuff, which I've done. I'm up to kind of chapter 3, chapter 4 are confusing me a little bit because chapter 4 is an inserted new chapter that didn't previously exist, and there's been a bit more rewriting. But anyway, so I'm up to difficult stuff, which means that just pounding out the words and getting them down isn't really happening. And so I thought, looking at my calendar, I was like, I've got this weekend and next weekend, and then Nano is over, and I thought, well, that's 4 days of no work. If I wrote 5,000 words on each of those days, then I'd hit 70k by the end of the month. It is now 8:55 and I have written 1,596 words. Nowhere near what I hoped to achieve today, but never mind, we had many distractions. So my total word count for my book is currently 53,105. I do think, in addition to the distractions, the slow writing is just because it's figuring out and trying to, patchwork and fill in gaps. So there's a little bit more thought this time around than the initial just mind dump of when I wrote the initial 50,000. However, I've also now got merged dragons on my phone, and that is also a distraction. I should probably just delete it. Probably. It is 7:40 on the 23rd of November. I have just gotten home from work and had dinner and boring things, and I'm currently at 54,412 words. I've realised that I want to add a new character. Fortunately, when I made my little mind map for my characters way back at like March, April sometime, I wrote a character in here that I've never used. Like, some of the details in the story as I planned them didn't kind of pan out and got shifted around when I actually came to write it in that first 7 days of Nano, and so this character just kind of got left by the wayside. And I've decided I'm going to use the plan for that character's kind of personality for this new character that I'm needing, and I'm just basically going to take the same guy and change his occupation, and he can be the new character that I actually need instead of the character I didn't need after all, if that makes any sense. yeah, like the original draft, this character was an agricultural scientist. I'm going to change him to a large animal veterinarian, which I don't think requires any additional changes to be made to that character. And I thought I would write a chapter from his perspective, because he's kind of like, everyone else now knows the norm and this is like a new person arriving, so it'll have that what the hell's going on, I don't understand, what the hell is that kind of thing, which will allow me to bulk out some of the world building more effectively than if I have the characters who already know what's going on asking those same questions, which they wouldn't ask because they already know. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on with that and we'll see how we go. I am looking at the 54,000 and going like, ooh, if I continue at this rate I will actually hit 70k this month, even though I haven't written anything for like 2 weeks. It is 11:45 and I am at 55,448 words. Starting to feel kind of optimistic. Do think it might be a mistake to introduce this new character as a point of view character, because his internal voice is a major contrast to the voice of the other perspective characters. And he's in the story for a relatively brief time, so I'll have to rejig these chapters to be from someone else's perspective, even though I liked having his perspective because it's kind of showing him as being a little bit two-faced and complex in that he's kind of an asshole but really nice with animals kind of thing, which isn't really what you expect, so I kind of liked the contrast. But I don't think the other characters are likely to be as aware of his level of assholery as the reader would be reading from his perspective. But at any rate, it's well past bedtime, so see you later. It is almost 7 PM on the 24th of November. I've only just got home from work and put my pajamas on rather preemptively. And I'm currently at Fairy Tale Project. I may or may not have a name for it. The name works, but I don't think it's a sufficiently interesting title to draw in people, and I think it also doesn't really tell you much about the story. Like, my amusing title, which I'm not going to use, would tell you exactly what the story is. Like, it would tell you this is a subversive fairy tale retelling. My current, maybe I'll call it this title, does not do those things. I don't know if the fact that it's a fairy tale retelling is actually important as well, because it's a subversive version of it, so maybe it's not like the story that you would go to if you were looking for a fairy tale, because it's not a fairy tale anymore. It's just kind of, well, a retelling of a fairy tale. Anyway, I am at 55,499 words. Maybe I can hit 70 even though I'm back at work. It's 9:30 precisely, and I have written 55,504 words, so yeah, 5 words this evening. Little bit of regret. However, I have tangled. Oh god, worse tangled. What am I doing? Okay. I made a thing. It's shitty. There's a big massive mistake in it, but nonetheless, I'm making a thing. This is not this is just kind of like random yarn. If I can get this right, then after next week I'll go and get actually good yarn, and I will make a whole bunch of these, and it'll be a Christmas present. So it occurred to me that I actually needed to make sure I knew how to actually make the component pieces, and I kind of need to get onto it because I'm not the fastest crocheter. So yeah, I decided that I needed to do that, and then somehow that became more important than writing. This isn't boding well for my attempt to hit 70k by Monday next week. Oh god, Monday next week. But yes, this is what I have made. So now I'm like, you know, excited for the project, I guess, and procrastinating and things. So yeah, that's what I've done today. It is the 25th of November, and I have written 55,505 words. I'm very irritated that I couldn't squeeze an extra 50 out yesterday. Oddly enough, in yesterday's like scattering of words, I didn't really achieve anything. So it'd be really nice if I could achieve something today, but it's 20 to 8 and I'm not feeling very well. Just generally, like, not like, oh, I'm sick, just, I don't know, tired or sunburned or something. Also, my neighbours are apparently enjoying the sunny day. The first weekend of Nano, one of my neighbours cornered me in the laundry room. Absolutely smashed, like she was so drunk. She was really my personal space, like she was more over the laundry basket than I was while I was trying to unload my washing from the machine. She reeked of booze, and she was demanding my phone number because she's decided that she needs some sane friends, and I seem like a sane person, so we should be friends. And I'm just, the problem is that she wouldn't be my sane friend. So yeah, I have to move. It is 7:30, the 26th of November. I have written nothing so far today. My current word count for my project is 55,872. I think at this point I'm going to abandon my dream of perhaps being able to squeeze in an extra 20k. Like, it's just not going to happen. I think several things that are very, very expected have stepped in to prevent me exceeding the 50k by a significant margin. And these are the same things which have prevented me from winning Nano in previous years. That's why I'm decided to take a week off and just focus on doing it. Well, part of the reason. So, you know, November's a very busy time for me at work. It's starting to get hot, as you can see by my sunburn. What were my other reasons? I had some. I don't know. Whatever. It's a time of year where I've just got other, Christmas shopping, getting in the way on the weekends, so there's like things happening around me which aren't like insurmountable, but there's just a lot of them. I've had a lot of headaches because of hay fever, and yeah, like, ugh. Also, craft project. I don't know if I've mentioned this, or if, well, I know I've mentioned it, but I don't know if I'll leave it in other sections. So I made a thing, and it's a bit shitty, so I switched to finer wool and a smaller hook and remade in different colours. And this is part of a new project, which I may or may not film and just post as like a random non-writing related video at some point, if it works out, maybe. And then some other stuff happened today, which again, that could be content. But is distracting from Nano. The other thing I seem to be doing at the moment, I don't know why, is staying up really late, getting up late, therefore getting to work late, so therefore working late and not getting home till late. So, and I've created this like horrifying spiral. Words hard. Yeah. So lots of distractions, not a lot of focus, and then also trying to, in addition to writing more, fixing stuff I've already written. So all very slowing downy. I think one of my character perspectives, which I had originally thought would be really easy to write, is proving easy to write insofar as getting the words on the page, but I think making them beautiful later on, I think they do need a lot more work, particularly with consistency between different chapters, and the character learns quite a lot of stuff, so I have to kind of make a decision about improvements in vocabulary. Like, do I have their vocabulary normal at the beginning, or do I have it very simple and becoming more advanced as the character learns more stuff? So I've got some decisions like that to make, which I've decided to make after Nano. As possibly shit as I suspect this vlog will turn out to be once I've actually edited it, I'm going to call it a day for the filming process, because I need to have dinner and edit and then hopefully go to bed so I don't wake up at 9 or something tomorrow. What I am hoping to do is put in a decent amount of time into writing on Saturday and Sunday. Originally that was the part where I was like, yes, that's where I'll hit 70k, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I would be surprised at this point if I surpassed 60, even though I've only got like 4k to go. I'm just very unfocused and distracted by a new project and all of those sorts of things. So if those days turn out to be fruitful, I might vlog them, maybe. If they aren't fruitful, well then you won't be hearing from me again this month, and I'll see you in December. Bye.